Sita, go and tell Sister Clodagh I wish to speak to her.
Therefore, x is equal to 5 or...
Reverend Mother wishes to speak to you, Sister Clodagh.
Joya? Continue the lesson.
Sister Clodagh, we may proceed with our plans at Mopoo. It will be called St. Faith.
St. Faith?
And you have been appointed to take charge of St. Faith.
I, Reverend Mother?
You. You will be the youngest Sister Superior in our order.
Thank you, Reverend Mother.
The agent at Mopoo is an Englishman. He seems a difficult man. You won't get much help from him.
Dear Madam, my name is Dean. I'm the agent of General Todo Rai at Mopoo, and I'm writing to you in that capacity. I understand the General has offered you the old palace of Mopoo to make a school and a dispensary for the natives. It's not the first time he's had such ideas. He's asked me to tell you about the place and the people. It's not a comfortable spot, and it's at the back of beyond. First you have to get to Darjeeling, and then I have to find you ponies and porters to take you into the hills. Mopoo is 8,000 feet up. The peaks on the range opposite are nearly as high as Everest. The people call the highest peak Nanga Devi. It means the bear goddess. I live down in the valley out of the wind. So does the General, and so do the people. Mopoo Palace stands in the wind on a shelf on the mountain. It was built with the General's father to keep his women there. It's called a palace, but There may be a slight difference between your idea of a palace and the general's. Anyhow, there it is. The people are like mountain peasants everywhere, simple, independent. They work because they must, they smile when they feel like it, and they're no respecters of persons. The men are men, no better, no worse than anywhere else. The women are women, the children, children. Up on the mountain above the palace, we have our holy man, who sits there day in and day out in all weathers. All the people around are very proud of him and bring him food and little offerings. The wind up at the palace blows 7 days a week, so if you must come, bring some warm things with you. Nobody has lived there for a long time except Anguaya, who has always been there and stays on as caretaker. As a caretaker, she's a bit of a failure, but she's a faithful, dirty old bird and goes with the place. She lives there alone, with the ghosts of bygone days.
That's Mr. Dean.
Never mind, Mr. Dean. He will find us. Now, listen, I have invited some ladies to stay here at the House of Women.
Ladies! Oh, that will be like old times.
It will not be in the least like old times. They are not that kind of lady at all.
Then there won't be any fun.
They are not coming for fun. These are nuns. You know what a nun is?
They kneel and pray all day like the monks you invited last year.
I am going to give them this house to make a school and a hospital for the people.
You know nobody here wants a school, and I'm sure they don't want a hospital.
How do they know what they want?